Discipline is not a feeling, but that does not mean it is something only a few people have. Discipline is not talent, it is not genetics, and it is not something you are born with. It is a skill, and like every skill, it can be built. Most people struggle because they believe discipline should feel a certain way. They wait for motivation, they wait for confidence, they wait for the perfect moment. But discipline does not start with feeling ready. It starts with taking small, repeatable actions. And that means discipline is not impossible, it is learnable. Why motivation is not the enemy? Motivation is not bad, it's just unreliable. Neurologically, motivation is driven by dopamine. Dopamine responds to novelty, excitement, and reward. That's why starting something new feels easy, and continuing feels harder. This is not failure, it is how the brain works. The problem is not motivation itself, the problem is building your entire system around it. Motivation can help you start, but discipline helps you continue. Once you understand this, progress becomes calmer. You stop blaming yourself, and you start building structure instead.
Discipline starts small. Most people try to change everything at once. They aim too high, too fast. That's why discipline feels overwhelming. Discipline grows from small wins. The brain learns through repetition, not intensity. Each completed action builds trust with yourself. 5 minutes of movement, preparing clothes the night before, showing up even when the session is short. These actions may feel insignificant, but neurologically, they matter. They teach your brain one thing: I follow through. Discipline is not built by heroic effort. It is built by consistency at a level you can repeat. Routines make discipline easier. Discipline feels hard when everything requires a decision. What should I do today? When should I start? Should I go or skip? Every decision costs mental energy. Routines reduce that cost. A routine removes choice. It turns action into autopilot. The goal is not to force yourself forever. The goal is to make the behavior normal. This is why routines work. They protect you on low-energy days. A disciplined life is not rigid. It is predictable, and predictability creates calm. Same time, same action. One of the simplest ways to build discipline is to link actions to time. When behavior happens at random, it requires effort every time. When behavior happens at a fixed time, the brain starts to expect it. This is classical conditioning. Morning becomes movement, evening becomes preparation, night becomes recovery. You don't need motivation. Your environment and schedule guide you. This is why discipline improves when life becomes structured. Same time, same action. Not because you are strict, but because you are making progress easier. Discipline does not require perfection. One missed day does not destroy discipline. What destroys discipline is the belief that one mistake means failure. Consistency does not mean never failing. It means returning quickly. Progress is built on averages, not streaks. If you train 3 times instead of 4, you are still building discipline. If you show up tired, you are still reinforcing the habit. Discipline grows when you stay in the system, not when you try to be flawless. Discipline changes how you see yourself. Every completed action sends a signal. I keep promises to myself. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I can be trusted. This is identity. Confidence is not created by thinking positively. It is created by proof. Discipline creates proof. Over time, the question changes from, "Can I do this?" to, "This is just what I do." That is real confidence. Discipline is built, not found. Discipline is not something you discover. It is something you build. You don't need to change your whole life today. You only need one repeatable action. Choose a time. Choose a simple task. Repeat it. That's how discipline starts. Not with motivation, not with pressure, but with structure. Discipline is not a feeling. It is a decision you make easier every day. If this made discipline feel more achievable, save this video and start with one small action today. That's enough.